Okay, once again, we kindly ask everyone to please settle down and the program is about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this momentous occasion. Today, we gather here to witness a significant milestone in the advancement of our education system, the ceremonial signing of the implementing rules and regulations of the expanded career progression for public school teachers.
Today marks a new chapter in the journey of our dedicated teachers. The expanded career progression for public school teachers is a groundbreaking initiative that provides clear career pathways, professional growth opportunities, and aims to enhance the overall quality of education in our country.
That is right, and we are jubilant and excited because today we will be witnessing the signing of the document that will commence the operationalization of the reform for our teachers.
And to formally begin with our program, we will start with the preliminaries. May I invite all our guests to please rise for the singing of the national anthem. This will be followed by the prayer to be led by Mr. Lester John Cajes, Master Teacher 2 from Las Piñas National High School and one of the TWG members in the policy development of the expanded career progression system for teachers. Lastly, please remain standing for the singing of the Bagong Pilipinas hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Let us all be in the presence of our loving God. Heavenly Father, as we gather here today, we are filled with gratitude for the opportunity to come together and witness the signing of the implementing rules and regulations of Executive Order Number 174 on the expanded career progression system for public school teachers. This landmark decision marks a significant step forward in enhancing the career progression system for our dedicated public school teachers. We acknowledge, O Lord, that education is a noble calling, and teachers play a crucial role in shaping the minds and hearts of our youth. We thank you for the tireless efforts of all those involved in crafting and refining these regulations, guided by a commitment to fairness, equity, and excellence in education. Grant us wisdom and discernment as we proceed with the signing ceremony. May this event not only signify administrative procedures, but also symbolize our collective dedication to uplifting the teaching profession and ensuring that our educators receive the recognition and support that they truly deserve. Bless each person present here today, from our esteemed leaders to the teachers who will be greatly impacted by this decision. May your wisdom guide their actions and decisions in the days to come, so that all our efforts may contribute to the greater good of our society. In your holy name, we pray. Amen.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na pagbabago, ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin. Gawin ng pagbabago tungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap na mabuti at nang kuminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Panahon na pagbabago, kikikin natin ang sariling atin at tama lang ugaliin, kahit sa iba sa atin ang unahin. Panahon na pagbabago, ang magmuna sa kahit anong larangan. Ang tagumpay, karangalan, alay o ihandog natin sa bayan. Ulit nang napatunayan ng Pilipino ang husay at lakas, kagandahan at talento. Makipagpaligsahan kahit anong oras, ang bagong Pilipino, ang bagong Pilipinas. Panahon na pagbabago, buhay natin ay gawing maaliwalas. Marami ang magandang bukas, sumunga ng bagong Pilipinas. Ang pagbabago tungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap na mabuti at nang kuminhawa tayo. Ang malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Panahon na.
Thank you. You may now be seated.
It is our privilege to lead you through this significant event. Without further ado, let us begin. First, we would like to acknowledge the presence of very important individuals who have joined us today. Their support and dedication have been instrumental in making this initiative a reality.
First and foremost, we are honored to have with us the VIPs from Interagencies Committee. Let's start with, of course, our very own DepEd Secretary, Sunny Angara.
We also have our Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management, Secretary Amena F. Pangandaman.
The PRC Chairperson, Attorney Charitos A. Zamora.
From the Civil Service Commission, Office of the Commissioner, Commissioner Ryan Alvin R. Acosta.
And the Chair of the Philippine House of Representatives Higher and Technical Education Committee, no other than Congressman Roman T. Romulo.
And our very own Undersecretary of the Bureau of the Human Resource and Organizational Development, Undersecretary Wilfredo Cabral. We would like also to acknowledge the delegates coming from the Department of Budget and Management, Civil Service Commission, and the Professional Regulation Commission.
We are also pleased to welcome our esteemed educational leaders, led of course by our DepEd executive officials, our undersecretaries and assistant secretaries. Our central office, directors, and regional directors. And the members of the National Technical Working Group.
We also have other guests. Of course, we acknowledge Director Jenny Hoxon of the Research Institute for Teacher Quality, Executive Director Carol Mark Yi, Education Committee, EDCOM 2, and other EDCOM committee members.
We would also like to acknowledge our other guest, of course, Congressman Antonio Tino, the former member of the House of Representatives for ACT Teacher Party List.
We also have the presidents of various organizations. Of course, we will start with the lead convener and chairperson, National Head Teachers Association of the Philippines, Mr. Dino V. Busilig.
The Education Wages spokesperson of Alliance of Concerned Teachers, Roel T. Mape.
We also have Deputy Secretary General of the Alliance of Concerned Teachers, Dana Janela Beltran.
The chairperson of Teacher Dignity Coalition, Benjo G. Basas.
The National President of the Philippine Elementary School Principals Association, or PESPA, Ferdinand B. Milan.
The National President, National Association of Public Secondary Schools of the Philippines, Dr. Warlito D. Rosarial.
The President of the National Association of Public Secondary School Heads, Incorporated, Dr. Roland de la Cruz.
The President of the Philippine Association of School Superintendent, Dr. Rita Riedel.
And the National President, DepEd National Employees Union, Attorney Domingo B. Alidon.
Thank you so much. And to deliver the welcome message, it is our great pleasure to introduce the Undersecretary for Human Resource and Organizational Development in the Department of Education. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Undersecretary Wilfredo E. Cabral.
Good morning, everyone. To our DepEd Secretary, Sunny Angara, the distinguished guests from the Professional Regulation Commission, Civil Service Commission, and the Department of Budget and Management, esteemed colleagues from our DepEd family, the members of the EXICOM, partners and associations in education, other key personalities present today. Muli, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. We welcome you to this momentous occasion on the ceremonial signing of the implementing rules and regulation of the Executive Order 174, or the Expanded Career Progression for Public School Teachers. Your presence is immensely appreciated. Despite the inclement weather and the respective busy schedules, nandito po kayo for this significant event. Reaching this milestone is indeed impossible without collective efforts. And with this, I would like to thank and express our congratulations and gratitude to the partner agencies and stakeholders in keeping the collaborative spirit alive as we continue to enhance the professional growth of our teachers and eventually improve the quality of education in our country. We thank the members of our concerned associations, school leaders, and teachers whose feedback and recommendations during consultation meetings are deemed valuable in the finalization of the IRR. Your cooperation is truly a key factor in the finalization of the salient provisions of this IRR, as well as in the operationalization of the expanded career progression at large. I would like also to thank former DepEd officials whom I served in various capacities, either as member of the TWG or at different committees, former USEC Jesus Mateo, former Undersecretary Nepo Malaluan, of course, the immediate past Undersecretary Yusek Glo Mercado. As you know, when we started the conceptualization of this policy, we just wanted to streamline the career path and the promotion of our teachers. But as we go along, natuklasan po natin na mas marami na mga issue na bumabalot sa mga kaguruan dulot ng samot-saring problema na magkakabit. We realized that the problem is systemic in nature, and unfortunately, the systems of all of these problems are faced by our teachers. Isa sa pumukaw ng damdamin para tuluyang bigyan ng atensyon ay ang kaalamang may mga guro na umaabot ng retirement pero teacher one. And this affects the morale of our teachers and in turn, our organization. The studies on teacher motivation show that the two critical threats to teacher motivation are the increased workloads or challenges of teachers and a few opportunities for career development. Moreover, the recent findings of the Second Congressional Commission on Education is the scarcity of plantilla positions and the limited availability as there are existing positions or quota system that hinder the professional growth and mobility within the education system. Marami sa mga guro na meron ng taglay na competence at eligible for promotion, but due to the lack of vacancy, they have to wait. These are the realities of our teachers that we intend to address. Currently, the teaching positions only include teachers 1 to 3 and master teachers 1 to 4. Through the expanded career progression, there are new position titles that includes teacher 4, 5, 6, and 7, and master teacher 5. This will soon be created. And the career line for school administrators will also be streamlined from Principal 1 to Principal 4. Magiging mas malinaw na po ang pagpili ng ating mga guro kung anong career line ang kanilang tatahakin, maging master teacher ba or school administration. The proposed teachers 1 to 7 shall focus on teaching and learning roles, while master teachers shall be more of instructional supervision and leadership roles, and that includes our school administrators. The expanded career progression ensures that teacher progression to higher position is developmental, merit-based, and in accordance with the standards, hindi po credential-based ng existing system sa ngayon. In terms of promotion, we in the Department of Education envision that this new career progression system, walang teacher na magre-retire na teacher 1. Naalala ko, nung una naming nilabas ito in a public forum, merong isang line na nakalagay, no single teacher should retire as teacher 1. It was interpreted differently. And so I said, in a lighter note, sabi ko, baka mas maganda nga na ang teacher ay hindi mag-retire na teacher 1 at hindi rin single. Our vision is for our teachers' promotion to be self-paced and based on the quality of teaching practice. Hindi na kailangang maghintay ang ating mga guro na merong mag-resign o mag-retire bago ma-promote. As soon as the teachers possesses and achieves the standard and expected competencies on the PPST for a specific higher teaching position, they will be allowed to apply for promotion. Today's ceremonial signing of the IRR for the expanded career progression is a significant step towards our shared commitment to ensuring professional growth and development of our teachers, which is also anchored on the key initiatives of our education agenda to give support to our teachers so that they can teach better. This is an enabling start to our next steps on the operationalization of the expanded career progression, to which the following shall be done. And the DepEd has already initiated the following: the revised qualification standards for teaching and principal positions that will allow competency-based rather than position-based promotion. The DBM DepEd CSC joint circular that will streamline the reclassification process as well as the master teacher to teacher ratio. Internal guidelines that will lay down the step-by-step process of promotion. We will train our qualified assessors of teacher competencies in collaboration with the PNU RITQ under the assessors program. And finally, aside from the existing professional development programs of NEAP, we will strengthen the school-based professional development interventions through collaborative expertise, LAC sessions, and community of practice to prepare teachers for higher career stages. Looking ahead, we envision a future where teachers are empowered with support and opportunities that they need to prosper in their craft. So sa inyo pong lahat, with optimism and confidence, naniniwala po tayo na may silay ng pag-asa sa mga susunod na taon. Through this shared commitment, we are confident that the positive changes we bring about today will create ripples for years to come, leading to brighter, motivated teachers for our learners. Sa inyo pong lahat, muli ang aking pasasalamat, as this is a major development, basic education landscape development. Let us continue to develop and ensure that our teachers are motivated in providing quality education to our Filipino learners. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Undersecretary Willie Cabral, for that inspiring welcome message, and at the same time giving us the overview, providing us an overview of the anchor of this endeavor, the Executive Order 174 Series 2022. With this overview, we gained a deeper understanding not just of its salient features, but also the significance of the expanded career progression for our public school teachers.
All right, we now move to the highlight of today's event, the ceremonial signing of the implementing rules and regulation of the Executive Order 174, or the establishment of the expanded career progression for public school teachers. The following officials are our signatories: DBM Secretary Amena F. Pangandaman, PRC Chairman Charito
continue to celebrate this significant milestone in our educational journey, it is essential to recognize the collaborative efforts that have made the expanded career progression for public school teachers a reality. Today, we are honored to have with us the esteemed members of the Interagency Committee who have played a pivotal role in the realization of this initiative. We are grateful for their dedication and support.
All right, so let us now hear from the members of the interagency committees as they share their messages of congratulatory and support. First, we have Commissioner Ryan Alvin R. Acosta from the Civil Service Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Commissioner Acosta to deliver his message.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss J-Lo. Happy birthday to you. So, Department of Education Secretary Sani Angara, Department of Budget and Management Secretary Amena Pangandaman, Professional Regulation Commission Chairperson Charito Zamora, Committee Chair Congressman Romulo, other government officials, esteemed members of the press, distinguished guests, and fellow civil servants present today, a very warm greetings to all of you. As we gather here today, I want to emphasize our deep appreciation for the efforts of our public school teachers. Coming from a family of public educators myself, and being a proud product of the Philippine public education system from elementary up to law school, I have seen at a young age and am keenly aware of the travails of public school teachers. Their unwavering commitment to public service in challenging circumstances is indeed commendable. It is a privilege to acknowledge their tireless dedication to providing quality education to the Filipino people. Saludong-saludo po kami sa ating mga huwarang guro na nagbigay daan upang marating natin kung ano man po ang meron tayo ngayon. Sila ang naging pundasyon ng ating kaalaman. We are here for the ceremonial signing of the implementing rules and regulations of Executive Order Number 174, Series of 2012, entitled Establishing the Expanded Career Progression System for Public School Teachers. This collaborative effort among the Civil Service Commission, the Department of Education, the Department of Budget and Management, and the Professional Regulation Commission aims to raise the status of our public school teachers. So, therefore, I would like to frame the transformative potential of the ECP system using the acronym RAISE. R, to retain and attract top educators. A, to amplify educator effectiveness through continuous development anchored on the Philippine professional standards for teachers and school heads. I, ignite our educators' motivation and satisfaction through a well-defined career path. S, strengthen the education system by empowering and upskilling educators. And finally, E, empower educators as instruments in achieving Ambisyon Natin 2040 through ensuring lifelong learning. With the signing of this IRR, we reaffirm our commitment to fostering a fair and equitable work environment within the education sector. The IRR aims to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our public school teachers by fostering their professional growth, enhancing their career tracks, and ensuring their sustained motivation in delivering quality education. The CSE, in fulfilling its mandate under Executive Order Number 292, stands as a steadfast partner in this endeavor. We will review the qualification standards for DepEd teaching positions in the elementary and secondary levels, including senior high school under the ECP system, with the objective of ensuring consistency and fairness in career progression. Our commitment extends to providing guidance and resolving any concerns within our jurisdiction regarding the effective implementation of EO number 174 and its IRR, while promoting fairness and transparency in civil service administration. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all involved in formulating this IRR. Our product will be crucial in shaping policy that aligns with our vision of an empowered and valued teaching force. With our colleagues from DepEd, the DBM, and the PRC, we shall continue to embark on empowering our educators. Our educators' pivotal role in shaping our nation's future is self-evident. Thus, by investing in their careers, we help ensure a brighter future for all. Muli, isang mapagpala umaga sa ating lahat.
Hello. Thank you so much, Commissioner Acosta, for your heartfelt message and unwavering support.
Next, we are pleased to hear the Chairman, Charito A. Zamora, Chairman from the Professional Regulation Commission. Let's give her a welcome clap.
Maraming salamat po. Honorable Senator, now Secretary of the Department of Education, Edgardo Sani Angara. Honorable Amena Pangandaman, Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management. Commissioner of the Civil Service Commission, Honorable Commissioner Attorney Ryan Alvin Acosta, Committee Chair, Congressman Romulo, Wilfredo Cabral, DepEd Undersecretary for Human Resource and Organizational Development, Attorney Erwin M. Enad, PRC Commissioner, Lord Luis Valera, PRC Assistant Commissioner, Dr. Rosita Navarro, Chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Board for Professional Teachers, DepEd, DBM, and CSC officials and officers, and other colleagues from PRC, our friends from the media present today, and other distinguished guests, isang maganda at maulan pong umaga sa inyong lahat. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of our public school teachers towards professional growth and recognition as we signed the implementing rules and regulation of Executive Order Number 174, Series of 2022, which establishes the expanded career progression system for our dedicated public school teachers. This initiative, born out of a collaborative desire to elevate the status and welfare of our Filipino educators, holds immense significance for the Philippine educational system. It represents a paradigm shift towards recognizing the invaluable contributions of teachers to nation building and underscores the importance of nurturing a competent and motivated teaching force. We, the Professional Regulation Commission, are pleased to have taken part in the drafting of this IR since the first round of the stakeholders consultations conducted since 2019, USEC, no? This piece of instrument will breathe life into the thrust of EO number 174 of establishing a merit-based career progression and promotion system for public school teachers. This policy development has likewise made it possible to distinguish differentiated teacher competencies by bifurcating the teacher's career path between those who prefer to progress in teaching and those who have leadership and managerial competencies and who prefer to proceed to the administrative track. One important provision is on the applicability of other career pathways for professional teachers outside the public basic educational school system, as found in Section 1 of EO number 174 and Section 5 of its IRR. It is in this respect that the PRC and our Board for Professional Teachers emphasize the complementarity that exists between the expanded career progression under EO number 174 and the PRC's Career Progression and Specialization Program, or the CPSP, under RA number 10912, or the Continuing Professional Development Act of 2016. The IRR we signed today outlines a framework that embodies concrete steps towards ensuring that our teachers are supported, empowered, and provided with opportunities for professional development throughout their careers. This framework will enable teachers to advance based on merit and competence, fostering a culture of continuous improvement and excellence in our educational institutions. Under this expanded career progression system, teachers will have clearer pathways for growth, enhanced opportunities for training and specialization, and improved avenues for recognition of their expertise. It is designed not only to attract and retain talented individuals in the teaching profession, but also to inspire current teachers to aspire for greater heights of achievement and impact. Importantly, this IRR emphasizes fairness and transparency in the evaluation and promotion processes, ensuring that every teacher has a fair chance to advance based on their skills and competence. As our President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. announced in his third State of the Nation address, with the expanded career progression system in place, no public school teacher will retire as Teacher 1 rank only. Dinagdag pa ho ni Yusek Cabral na hindi single. Pero Yusek, meron pong tinatawag na single blessedness. Daming nag-yes. Thus, as we move forward with the implementation of this system, let us remember that the true beneficiaries of these efforts are not just our teachers themselves, but the millions of Filipino students whose futures are shaped by the quality of education they receive. By investing in our teachers, we are investing in the future of our beloved nation. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po ang Filipino teachers.
Thank you, Chairman Zamora, for your message.
Now, please join me in welcoming Secretary Amena F. Pangandaman, the Secretary from the Department of Budget and Management, who will also share her message with us.
Puro single ang pinag-uusapan dito. Alam niyo po ba ang meaning ng DBM? Alam niyo ba? Hindi siya Department of Budget and Management. Dito, bawal mag-asawa. So mga taga-DBM, single din sila. DepEd Secretary Sani Angara, PRC Chairman Charito Zamora, CSC Commissioner Ryan Alvin Acosta, our stakeholders, fellow public servants, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all of you. Congressman Roman, good morning din po. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I am delightful to be part of this momentous occasion marking the fulfillment of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s directive to promote professional development and career advancement for our nation's educators. The signing of the implementing rules and regulations of Executive Order Number 174, Series of 2022, reflects our commitment not only to their professional development, but also to address the ever-evolving needs of our learners and communities across the country. I am especially honored and thrilled to again work alongside with then Senate Committee Chairman of Finance in the Senate of Representatives and now newly minted Secretary of Department of Education, Sani Angara. I know much has been said about his well-deserved appointment. However, I would like to emphasize that indeed his proven track record and unwavering commitment to improving the Philippine educational system make him fit for the job. I am also confident that just like his father, my former boss and mentor, the late Senate President Edgardo J. Angara, he will elevate the country's educational system to greater heights. Ang sabi po ng Pangulo sa kanyang ikatlong SONA, kung talagang ninanais natin na maging matagumpay ang hinahangad nating pagbangon sa larangan ng edukasyon, ang ating mga guro ang dapat nating itaguyod at patatagin. It is high time we provide our educators with an environment where they can grow and thrive, as their profession is not limited within the confines of the classroom. Instead, it is a lifelong path of learning, transforming, and evolving, especially in this ever-changing world. By establishing pathways for career advancement of our teachers, we are creating a positive work climate that makes them feel valued and engaged, which ultimately leads to a more stable and experienced workforce in the education sector. Today's signing sends a powerful message to our dear teachers, that their calls did not fall on deaf ears, that their hard work is recognized, their growth is prioritized, and their contributions are acknowledged. Bakit mariin ko po itong sinusuportahan? Dahil alam ko po sa puso ko na wala po tayo lahat dito kung wala po ang ating mga guro. Maikwento ko lang din po. In the past few weeks, we have conducted meaningful dialogues with several teachers groups at the DBM office. At isa po ito sa aming mga napag-usapan, ang pagpapatupad ng EO 174 kasabay ng nakaambang salary adjustment para sa ating mga guro. At katulad po ng inanunsyo ng ating mahal na Pangulo, may nakalaan po tayong pondo para sa naturang salary adjustment para sa mga kawani ng gobyerno ngayong taon. Kasama po rito ang medical allowance. Furthermore, rest assured that in our proposed national budget for the upcoming year, that DepEd will remain as one of the top government agencies that will receive the highest allocations. This is our commitment towards fostering a culture that prioritizes learning, supports and upholds the welfare of our teachers, and enriches the lives of every Filipino student. Every step forward in an educator's career is also a step forward for our learners and our country as a whole. Kaisa niyo po kami sa DBM sa pagpapasiguro na lahat ng guro sa bansa ay may oportunidad na mas magandang buhay para sa kaunlaran ng sektor ng edukasyon, para sa bawat mag-aaral, at para sa bagong Pilipinas. Muli, marami pong salamat at mabuhay. Wabillahi taufiq walidaya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wow, thank you so much, Secretary Pangandaman, for your inspiring message and steadfast commitment to DepEd. And finally, last but not the least, let us of course listen to the message of the ever-supportive and Sir and Congressman, pardon me for introducing you wrongly a while ago. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the chairperson of the House Committee on Basic Education and Culture, no other than Congressman Roman T. Romulo.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Una-una kay Sec Sunny, Sec Amena, Ma'am Charito, Yusek Willie, sa ating Civil Service Commissioner na kasama rin po natin, sa lahat po ng kasama natin ngayong umaga dito. Isang magandang umaga po sa atin lahat. Unang-una po, kahapon ko lang nalaman na meron pong kaganapan na ganito dito sa Department of Education. Pero sa totoo, tuwan-tuwa po ako nung narinig ko na lalong-lalo na ang topic ay teacher career progression. Sa totoo, alam rin ito ni Sec Sunny, ng ating mga kasama sa EDCOM 2, sa House of Representatives, by next week, pasado na to on third and final reading. At natutuwa rin po ako at hinuhope ko po na tuloy-tuloy po yung ating pag-uugnayan sa Department of Education. Nakikinig nga ako kanina kay Yusek Willie nung sinabi po niya yung mga salient features nitong IRR. At maganda po lahat ng narinig ko, lalong-lalo na yung tatanggalin natin yung natural vacancy. Siguro hindi ko lang narinig yung tungkol dun sa ating head teachers. kailangan natin pangalagaan yung ating head teachers dahil ang tagal din natin silang hininga ng tulong. Hindi pa pwede na mawala ng biglaan lang ang head teachers. Kailangan may adjustments, proper adjustments para sa ating mga head teachers. Siguro rin po, soon enough, maganda rin yung IRR na ito kasi ito na rin ang magiging predecessor, hopefully, nung IRR na sa bagong batas na mangyayari po tungkol dito. Kasi mahalaga po talaga, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga guro, na mabigyan po natin talaga sila ng magandang karera. Tama po yung sinabi kanina marami pa rin tayong teachers hanggang ngayon. Nakakausap ko na nagre-retire sila, Teacher 1. Patong-patong po, hinahanap po nila paano makakuha una ng masteral program, ng doctoral program. Pero alam natin ang totoo, hindi na po kailangan yan. Sa totoo, wag na natin pahirapan masyado ang ating mga guro. Ang importante ay yung competency nila, yung effectiveness nila para sa quality of education. At nasisigurado ko po, sa pamumuno ni Sec. Sani ng Department of Education, ay tuloy-tuloy po yung reforma natin para masigurado kalidad na edukasyon ng ating maihatid. Siguro panghuli na Sec. Sani, nababanggitin ko, kasi ito na rin yung pagkakataon ko na magpasalamat sa Department of Education sa pamumuno ni Sec. Sani. Sa totoo po, alam naman natin lahat kakadaan lang ng isang bagyo. Alam natin na nagkaroon ng major flooding sa buong Metro Manila, sa maraming parte ng Pilipinas. Alam natin na ang ginamit na evacuation center ng marami po ay yung ating DepEd schools. At alam rin natin ang totoo, yung unang responders sa ating evacuation centers ay yung principals natin at ating mga guro. Sa totoo, Sec. Sani, sa amin dito sa lungsod ng Pasig, yung unang-unang nakita ko po na nagpre-prepare ng mga meals para sa evacuees, yung teachers po. Sa totoo po, ang pwedeng ginawa nga ng ating mga guro, principals, binuksan lang, iniwan sa LGU, iniwan sa barangay, sa city. Pero hindi po, hanggang kahapon po, sa kakaikot ko po, nakita ko nga si Ma'am Gayole sa mga ikot ko rin, ang teachers po hanggang ngayon, sila pa rin po nagpre-prepare ng meals natin. Sila po ang nagsisigurado. Meron pa silang ginawa po, Sec. Sani, na mga special rooms para sa PWD, para sa may sakit, at yung mga elderly na nangangailangan ng tutok talaga sa kanilang kalusugan. Kaya sa buong DepEd family, sa ating mga guro, napaka-timely po talaga nitong IRR na ito. Alam ko na matagal na rin kayo nagsakripisyo, pero ito na. Siguro sa pagdating ni Sec. Sani sa Department of Education, makikita na po natin yung prioridad ay magiging una ang ating guro. Sa ating mga guro, maraming salamat. At kasama po natin, ang representante po natin, nakasama natin, Sec. Sani dati sa Kongreso. At siguro nagbabantay kung ano talaga ang ilalaman ng IRR po ninyo. Kong Tinio, your presence here, alam ko, kasama namin ikaw, siguraduhin mo na tama para sa kapakanan ng ating mga guro. Again, Sec. Sani, with you at the helm, sigurado ko, una ang guro. Maraming salamat, mabuhay po ang DepEd.
Thank you very much, Congressman Roman Romulo, for the message. Lastly, let's welcome Secretary Sonny Angara, Secretary of the Department of Education, for the message.
Thank you very much. I'd like to greet our chairman in the House of Committee on Basic Education, Chairman Roman Romulo. Thank you, sir, for being our champion for reforms for the last 2 years, and even before. You were chair of higher education, you were already a champion for our sector. So maraming salamat po sa inyo. And we're looking forward to the passage of several reforms under your watch. Salamat po, sir. From DBM, isang sa pinaka supportive, pinaka-dynamic, pinaka-bata, at baka malapit na mag-asawa ang ating DBM Secretary Amena Pangandaman. Of course, to her team, well, first let me greet from our heads of agencies here at the table. From the Civil Service Commission, we have with us Commissioner Ryan Alvin Acosta. Commissioner, thank you. We have Assistant Commissioner Narisa Cangilan, ma'am. Also from DBM, we have USEC Wilford Wong, USEC Goddess Libiran, Yusek Leo Larsha, ASEC Leonido Polido III. From the PRC, we have, of course, our chairperson, Attorney Charito Zamora, Attorney Erwin Enad, PRC Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner Lord Luis Valera. Of course, we have with us Yusek Willie Cabral. Thank you for your hard work on this, Yusek Willie. And of course, the other undersecretaries of the department and the assistant secretaries. I also see with us EDCOM Executive Director KM Yi. Salamat for the hard work, Carol Marquis. And our former colleague in Congress from ACT, Congressman Tonchi Tino. Sir, mukhang marami kang panahon mag-exercise. Magandang katawan nyo ngayon. Our central office directors, our regional directors, to our career progression assessors, manual TWG members, many of them are here. Of course, to our teacher organizations, we have Roel Mape, the education wages spokesperson for ACT. We have Diana Janela Beltran, Deputy Sec-Gen of ACT. Benjo Basas, Chairperson of Teachers Dignity Coalition or TDC. Ferdinand Milian, National President of the Philippine Elementary School Principals Association or PESPA. And Warlito Rosarial, the President of the National Association of Public Secondary Schools of the Philippines. We have Director Jenny Hoxon for the Research Institute for Teacher Quality, and Mr. Brando Palomar, the Research Institute for Teacher Quality Senior Program Manager. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Thank you for attending this. Ang dami na hong nasabi, pero I just want to make a few points to emphasize the importance of what we're doing this morning. Siyempre, unang-una, si Presidente talagang ang unang bukang bibig niya po sa akin is alagaan po natin ang mga teachers. So hindi natin, yun ay hindi natin makakalimutan at definitely nag-expound pa siya dito sa kanyang State of the Nation address nung sinabi niyang ayaw niyang makita na may magre-retiro na Teacher 1. Yun sa pagiging single, di ko na masabi yun. Pero napansin ko nung nag-brigada eskwela kami sa Bagong Silangan, ang regional director ng DepEd, single. Ang SDS ng Quezon City, single din po. Yung principal, di ko na malala, pero malamang single din. So mukhang nung sinuspindi po namin yung RPMS, natuwa ang teacher. Kung itong teacher's progression, matutuwa rin ang teacher. Pero tingin ko mas matutuwa ang teacher kung may dating app tayo dito na gagawin sa DepEd. Ano po? Yeah, seriously speaking, ladies and gentlemen, I just like to emphasize how much the President has really instructed and instilled in all of us that we have to value the teacher, not just as an instrumentality, but as Chair Roman mentioned. Talagang, yun yung nagmamalasakit sa ating lahat. Kaya siguro, hindi na nila nakuha na may oras sila para sa kanilang sarili, para sa kanilang sariling pangangailangan. Kahapon, umikot din po kami. Umikot si Presidente, umikot sila Speaker, and Senator Amy, I think, also went around. So many officials went around. Pero ang tama si Kong Roman na una doon sa scene talaga yung guro. Una ang guro. Putik-putik na ang kanyang gamit, sira-sira na ang kanyang gamit, pero siya pa rin yung nag-aalaga doon sa mga gamit ng mga bata. Yung mga librong nabasa, yung mga kwartong naputikan, yung mga computer na basang-basa na dahil sa pumasok na tubig. So, and yet, nakatawa pa ang ating mga teachers and principals nung inabutan ko po sila. So, hindi ko talaga alam saan nanggagaling yung pagmamahal na yon. Pero it comes from a very deep place. It comes from a place, I don't know, but it's fantastic. That's all I can say. And I'm really genuinely touched by the things I see on the ground. So salamat po sa ating mga teachers. And dun sa mga binigay nila, sana masuklian natin in the coming days, months, and years, ladies and gentlemen. Pangalawa, well, we thank again Chairman Roman for the guidance from the legislature and KM for the guidance from EDCOM. Talagang working together po. Hindi lang po mambabatas ito, kundi pati mga eksperto ng mga education and economics. Sa lahat po ng fields talaga, actually. Human relations. And isang finding nga nila sa pag-aaral dito sa study ni Dr. Chat Manasan of PIDS or the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, kalahati ng ating mga teacher tree ay 15 years na po sa serbisyo at teacher 3 pa po sila. Kaya yan ang isa sa mga nabibigyang lunas nitong ating career progression system for teachers. Hindi na po siya time-based o antayan. Wala na yung sinasabing nung earlier speakers na natural vacancy, hopefully. Hindi to position-based. Hindi na po kailangan lumipat ng lugar, lumipat ng eskwelahan ang ating mga teachers dahil syempre kawawa naman yung iniwan niyang malit na eskwela kung lilipat pa siya ng malaking paaralan para lang makakuha ng higher teacher item. Hindi na rin po ito kailangan magpalit ng trabaho. Ibig sabihin, the teacher has to change careers to become an administrator simply to get a higher position. Here, under the new EO or implementing rules, meron na po siyang choice. And he or she can move freely from one track, from the teaching track to the administrative track. So hindi po nasasakripiso yung kalidad ng ating edukasyon sapagkat nandoon pa rin yung choice ng teacher, the teacher can still teach, and the students will benefit from that teacher's experience, from that teacher's skills going forward. So, maraming papasalamatan ho dito, but I think I owe it to the people. Naabutan ko rin to. They were already working on this, and maswerte lang po tayo na masipag ang ating nakaupong opisyalis natin at nabigyan natin ng katapusan or success itong ating EO and IRR. Of course, DBM under Secretary Mina. We have Director Labastilla, Assistant Director Galarpe, CSC under Chairman Nograles, Commissioner Ryan Acosta, Human Resources Policies and Standards Office Director Timbol, PRC under Chairperson Zamora, Commissioner Cueto, Professional Regulation Board for Professional Teachers Dr. Rosita Navarro, the DepEd, former Undersecretary Nepo Malaluan, former Undersecretary Jess Mateo, former Undersecretary Gloria Mercado, and current Undersecretary Willie Cabral. Let's give him another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Sa ating Bureau of Human Resource and Organizational Development, or BIROD, Director Resty Osias. Andito ba siya? Resty, yeah, take a bow. And Director Mario Bermudez. Mario. Ayun. Bako, double as MC. May extra ba yan? Pag, National Educators Academy of the Philippines, no less than our other MC, Director Jennifer Lopez. Yeah. J-Lo. Sa ating Teacher Education Council Secretariat Director Run V. Manguera. Ayan. DepEd Legal Strand, of course, headed by Undersecretary Omar Alexander Romero. Omar, take a bow, yeah. Of course, all the USECs and ASECs also contributed their own expertise in so far as it would help the crafting of the IRR. And our central office directors, our regional directors, our assistant regional directors, our schools division superintendents, our assistant school division superintendents, our other central office and field personnel who took part in the conceptualization and stakeholder consultation activities and workshops, the members of the National Technical Working Group on Career Progression and Assessors Program, who collaborated with the BIROD in the development and crafting of the policy, as well as their superiors for authorizing their participation in various activities. And the different divisions of the BIROD, the Organizational Effectiveness Division, the Schools Effectiveness Division, the Personnel Division, and the Employee Welfare Division. And of course, our stakeholders, Philippine Elementary School Principals Association, PESPA, NAPSHI, or National Association of Public Secondary School Heads, NAPSS Philippines, National Association of Public Secondary Schools of the Philippines, National Head Teachers Association of the Philippines, NAHTAP, Teacher Associations, ACT, TDC, Research Institute for Teacher Quality, RITQ, formerly RCTQ, and again, BIROD, the Human Resource Development Division under USEC Willie. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, for this is truly something I think we can all be proud of, and more than that, masisihan po ang ating mga mahal na guro. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much, Secretary Sonny Angara, our very own Department of Education Secretary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of our program. Before we end, let us commemorate this significant occasion with a photo opportunity with our distinguished guests and key stakeholders. May I kindly invite the following distinguished guests and key stakeholders to come forward for the photo opportunity. And of course, may we request our VIPs to remain seated. For Group 1, let us have the executive officials of member agencies, DepEd USEC Wilfredo Cabral, DBM, CSC, and PRC executive officials, and our esteemed guest from EDCOM and RITQ. Please make your way to the front and let's make sure we arrange ourselves so that everyone is
extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has made this event a success. We have witnessed a significant milestone with the signing of the implementing rules and regulations of the expanded career progression system for public school teachers under the Executive Order 174.
Once again, thank you so much for your presence and participation. So a warm round of applause. At this point, we would like to invite now our media partners to join us for the press briefing that will follow after our health break or our lunch. Okay, representatives from the Interagency Committee with our DepEd Secretary will be there to address your questions and provide further insights into this new career progression system for teachers. All right, this concludes. All right, let's move on to the press briefing.